I would like each of you to just do an introduction and just talk about how hip hop has evolved for you personally. We all know with that glimpse of that youthful introduction, kind of what that hip hop looks like, but how did hip hop grow up with you and what does that look like right now? I'm gonna start with you, OG Arabian Prince. Y'all clap it up. Yeah, OG Arabian
Prince. Oh man, hip hop for me is everything. Like Cat Williams said, everything. You know, growing up in the hood, born and raised in Compton, made my first record at 16 years old, to now being the CEO of a lot of tech companies and, you know, entertainment companies, and, you know, I'm even in the medical space now. Like, as a kid growing up in the hood, never thought that I could even dream of doing anything out of my inner city. But being in the hip hop game allowed me to sit with real CEOs of big Fortune 500 companies and talk on their level about my ideas and my dreams and my aspirations, and to have them tell me that you can do whatever you want to do. And I think that's what hip hop is, basically the mentality of being able to do whatever you want to do.
Thank you. Yeah, Coach Love.
Alright, what's up everyone? I'm Alex Solis. Hip hop pretty much steered my life in the right direction. I grew up in Milwaukee South Side, and instead of being in gangs, I got into b-boying, breakdancing. It helped me to travel the world and just really add the sense of empowerment that I could do anything with my work. I'm an artist. I get to work with all types of brands, clients, rappers, pretty much Disney. I mean, I work with everyone pretty much. And I just been blessed to be able to connect with everyone through just starting with b-boy and breakdancing and places like True School that really just empower the youth. And yeah, I mean, hip hop to me is everything. So that's what we're talking about.
Hi, my name is Michaela Binter. I am still kind of reflecting on that question, but I guess I'm going to start with the fact that I grew up in the suburbs, so I had a very late start to hip hop, but luckily I had a mom who could show me the ropes. Go mom.
Shout out to mom. To all y'all moms.
Right. And so she's the reason that I listen to the music that I do, and that's over the course of 90s hip hop all the way into the early 2000s and today. And so that's kind of manifested as music as a huge inspiration for my visual art practice. I collect vinyl records, I collect books about music, and then I make art about my experience and how music and the world around me transitions. So kind of, I guess, leading into that is my session is let's brand it, damn it. And that's just the idea that we ourselves as creatives are brands, and the best way to figure out how to do that is one, to tell our own story, how to do that, and then also when you're working with brands, which I've also had the opportunity to work with a lot of really dope ones, like the Charlotte Hornets, the Carolina Panthers, just understanding that when you're working with these large brands, you have to represent yourself properly and how to do that, or at least my way of how I did it.
Probably the shortest one up here, so I can't that. But yeah, hip hop has really affected, a huge part of my life. I left my 13-year-long teaching career to transition into being a full-time clothing designer that centers around hip hop and the culture around it. I also took it to the next level these last couple of years, and I've been teaching classes about the origins of hip hop and just really using it as a tool to mentor kids, and finding their voice and being empowered through hip hop. So yeah, just like everybody up here said, it's really affected me in so many ways, probably more than I've just named. But yeah, happy birthday, hip hop.
What can we expect in your workshop?
So my workshop, we're going to talk about some of my influences in hip hop and fashion over the years, and then also just different ways that you can market yourself. If you're a creative, clothing brand, whatever, but just different ways that I found have been successful in marketing yourself.
hip hop is basically gonna have like everything. I don't care if it's TVs, televisions, whatever it is. Electronics are gonna have an urban department based on hip hop. Everything's gonna have some type of division based on hip hop. I don't care what it is. It could be making cleats. You got the hip hop cleat department. It's gonna be everywhere. So like in fashion, I know they always trying to find a way to put it together. My actual workshop is going to be about like songwriting, and currently for those I actually have a songwriting curriculum that is actually a license to the University of Miami right now. So you can actually go on the University of Miami, elevate.miami.edu, and actually type in organized rhyme, and you'll have me in a module, video, 4 courses, teaching you how to be a better songwriter. So I'm gonna give you one of those modules.